Hi, and welcome to this month's tips and tricks. I hope that you're enjoying the heat and hope that you're ready for some tips and tricks. All right, as a disclaimer this time, we're only going to do three things, and I'm hoping to keep myself under the 5 minutes. And also, some of these features needs admin rights to go in and make these changes. But I'm sure that you can find somebody who has it if you want to have these things implemented in your WebCRM system. All right, let's get to it. Right, let me get away and move myself here, and then let's start the timer. First of all, normally what you do is many people, when you have to search for a organization, you go into the organization tab here, and then you can search for your organization here. But up here you have the multi, or what we call super search bar, and here you can basically search for everything, but not 100% everything. If you see this wheel here, you press it, and then you go in, and when you put your cursor above the I sign, it tells you that on organization level you can search for the name or telephone number. But at the moment we also have what we call addresses, but then we're missing still if you have any custom fields. So what you do here is that you can put it here, and I have created something called a lottery number, and just press save, and then the lottery number will also be able to search for that. So let's say you have a number in there and you want to search for it. It's called a lottery number. You can call it whatever you want to. It doesn't even have to be a number thing. It can be some text. All right, that was tip number one. Second, when you go into a organization, you usually have the history log, and in the history log, it gathers all the information of what is happening, who is deleting stuff, what has been changed, who is changing it, and so on and so on. You can even add comments and so on. But what you don't see is if I change this lottery number, you will not see that because it's not a part of everything. But let's change that. So you go up here, you press the configuration, you're on the main settings, and then you will find the history log right here. And then we add this lottery number right here. You press save, and then it just searches everything and making sure that we get this inside of the history log. So now you can also get the history log of the change this field on your customer fields. Let's get to the last point, and that is actually one of the smartest points ever. Here we go. What you do is you go into the configuration, you're still in the main setting, and then you go to data fields. You are on organization, and you scroll down to something called revenue groups. So what we can do here is that we can group the revenue in different categories. So first of all, we're looking at the period, and here it says quarterly. If you have rolling year, that means today and then 1 year back, so tomorrow 1 year back, and so on. Yearly, that can also be good to have just to look at what has happened this year, but in January month, normally it's not that fun to look at because of course there's not much happening there. So what I will do now, I will put the rolling year. And then I will configure the groups. So I usually go on amounts and the high, medium, and low, and I can add more groups if I want to. What you have to think about is that what you put in is, of course, what is the highest in the high first. All right, so let's say that here I would like to have 50,000, and the next one I would like to have 25,000, and the rest is what we call low. The currency here is DKK, but you can change that, of course, as well. Let's save that, and then we can go on your organization, and then you can actually see this revenue group. We can put it on here so we can see it. We just have, you know what I did? I did a big mistake, and this is yeah, let's just take this live. As you can see, I actually didn't I actually didn't save it, so we'll do this very fast again. I'm so sorry, but yeah, we said think 50,000, and then we go for 25,000. And then we go up and press save. And now it's saving, and then we can go back to the organization. Give it just 2 seconds. There we go. And go here, write revenue, and then we have the revenue groups. And here you can see the revenue group. Here we have the high, and then we have the low. I do not have anything in my test system that is between. Of course, you can filter on that. If you want to add the filter, you can do that. Revenue groups right here. Yeah. And then you can just manage high, and then you will only see what is high. This is a very good tool that you can use and to group your customers to see which customers is high paying customers. And this is to merge it to take care of the clients that are there. That's it for this time's tips and tricks. I was almost under the 5 minutes. I hope that you all have a great summer, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.